soon as they hit the water. Fish on, baby. Get out of the fucking goddamn weeds. Come on. That's a good fish. Not expecting that. And you choked it. Oh, plier time. Alright, let me get you back in there, Mama. Shit, you're bleeding too. Not what I like to see. Alright. It's a nice little chunker. Bleeding a little bit, not too bad. Female. Yeah, female. Look like she just got done spawning too. Let's get you back in the water. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna drop you on your head. Let's get back in the water. Ow. Let's get back out there and get another one. Oh, there's one. Fish on. Yeah, little guy. I tell you, these Strike King red-eyed shads, rattle traps, really, they just eat these things up. Get out of there. Oh, one hook in. You're gonna get off. There we go. Nice fish. Another female. Alright, let's see. How did you get this? Okay. There we go. Nice little fish. Let's try not to drop you on your head. That's better. Let's get my towel. We found the school this morning, guys. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple more while they're still feeding. Alright. Look at them all blowing up over there. Oh yeah, they are hungry this morning. I have to give my shot at doing some top water again. Might I start blowing up on that. A nice wake behind my line. All right. Oh, found him. There he is. That feels like a pretty good fish. A nice little one. Keep him out of these weeds. I'm going. Alright. Did you choke it too? Nope. That's a good fish right there. That's a good fish, boys. I gotta slow it down, short striking it, huh, bub? How do we get you hooked? I'm gonna pop out of there. There we go. That's always nice. A little fish hook in the hand. You know, it's a good day. That's a good fish right there. Good 2-pounder. Let's get you back in the water. All right. Oops. All right. I think we found the fucking mother lode this morning. See if we can't get another. All right. I tell you, fishing for so many years, for me anyways. Oh, there's another one. Oh, little squeaker. Little tiny guy. These red-eyed shads. Good straight king. Up. Really. I've never caught so many fish on these lures. Alright. Let's see how we're gonna pick you up. Oh. Where are you, buddy? There you are. That's a little squeaker. As I was saying, just never catch so many fish with these lures. I don't know what it is with the Strike King. I believe this is a sunfish pattern. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But it seems like no matter what color I use, I try to go with the old saying of match the hatch, which is generally a white or a slight off-white or something with a tinge of silver in it, and with either a slight blue back to it or a green back to it. Oh, there's another one. That was a little squeaker, but he hit hard. Little tiny guy. Oh, that's a white bass right there. Oh. All right, quick catch and release. But I don't know what it is with these Strike Kings. Man, they just annihilate these things. Everywhere I go, even when I fish up in New York, everywhere I go, it's like they just can't resist them. But as I was saying, you go back to the colors. I try to match the hatches where it usually works best, at least this time of year. It's been really slow last couple of weeks. I decided to change up, put a little bit darker color on from the standard silverish tones, white. I got some solid whites that I use, and they just stopped hitting. Like I said, it's been slow for a few weeks, and actually it's been slow for about 10 days, give or take, really slow. And with this temperature change going from really hot down here in Florida to having 2 cold mornings like this morning, it's 41 degrees, so I don't know if that's got them just more active than normal because of the cold weather, so they're hitting anything that moves, or I just needed a color change. But yeah, these red-eyed shads, they kill them. I was using a pearl red-eyed shad 1/4 ounce on a Ducket 6.6, and I caught my 7.85 PB on that. Again, it's a pure white. They call it a pearl, but it's a pure white. So, oh, you can see them blowing up. I don't know if you can get it. I can get it on camera. Oh yeah, they're just blowing up over there. I might give my shot at some top water here. Honestly, guys, if you're fishing in schools like this, and you get big schools like this, I don't think it much matters what you throw out there. I think anything that hits the water, they're just going to smash it. When times start getting tough, and you got to start figuring out what you want to use, and you got to start playing around with baits sometimes, reading the water temperatures and stuff like that. But trying out this, just picked up this Johnny Morris Bass Pro Shop Patriot rod, $1.99. Doesn't have micro eyes on it all the way through. I think the last couple are micro eyes. They're all reinforced. It feels like a nice rod. It's a medium heavy, fast tip. It's good for 1/4 to 3/4. I think it's way overrated. I'm using the 1/4 on it now, 1/4-inch red-eyed shad, and it's, in comparison to my duckets, it's just it's not nearly as doesn't seem to have as much backbone as the duckets do. Comparison to this two, the same thing in a ducket. Ducket just seems to be a broomstick until you get about 12 to 16 inches up to the top, and then it's all tip. Whereas with this rod, it's, I don't know, it kind of seems like it's just different. It almost as if like the whole rod is bending with this Patriot, whereas with the ducket, the only thing that bends is the, like I said, 12-16 inches of the tip. So good, bad, I don't know, but at some point I'm gonna do a review on that. So at some point, oh, there's a fish. I had enough talking. Get out of those weeds. Oh, and I lost both of them. There's actually 2 little ones on there. Huh. That's the other thing with these big schools like this. I find myself constantly hooking up with two for the price of 1. It's like they get in a feeding frenzy. It just doesn't matter what you throw out there. They just, anything that moves, they're gonna slam it. So. Alright. I'm gonna go try my hand at a whopper plopper here. Whopper ploppers usually work good here as well. Whopper plopper seems to work good everywhere. Alright. And guys, this is new for me, so bear with me with the this whole vlogging thing. It's new to me. It's a lot of work. The editing. This is the fun part. After this, the editing and getting into all the processing and stuff, I still am learning, so I'll try to continue to bring usable content to everybody. And of course, as time goes on, I have a trip planned to New York. I'll be in New York for a while. Definitely gonna be doing some fishing up there. I'm just waiting for the weather up there to warm up. And once it warms up, I will start filming when I get up there. Got a little boat to use, a canoe. So I get up there and start videoing from the boat, the canoe and stuff. Got good water up there as well. Again, New York is seasonal because of the cold, but so. All right, let's see what we can do on this whopper plopper. Now, this whopper plopper is on a Fuego, the new Fuego CT. This is not a bad reel for $100. I will probably going to be doing a review on this also at some point. In comparison to the Shimano Metanium, which you didn't just see, I have 4 of them, and I have Shimano Core 50 MG, the little 50, which is a great reel. I have Shimano Chronarch 50E, which is also a very great reel. A little heavier than the others, but not a bad reel at all. But yeah, at some point I'm gonna get time and peace and quiet to get and do what I will. And yes, guys, I'm smoking. I'm sure you can see that on film. And this is the other one of the duckets. This is my heavy rod. And this thing again is like a broomstick. But the combination of the two is pretty good with this whopper plopper. I'm happy with it. Also, everything I own has wind grips of some sort on it. Hogtech handles. Hogtech, great company, great guys. Good customer service and awesome products. So anything that I speak highly of is not because of anything other than the fact that all this stuff has been purchased by me with my own money. Nothing's given to me. So if you want to say endorse something, then it's the truth because of the way I feel about it. If it's junk, I won't endorse it, even if you give it to me. If a company wants me to review their products, then I will, but I speak facts, and some people don't like that. Never had a single problem with anything from Hogtech. Even their weights. Their weights are actually quite nice. Tungsten weights are expensive, but their weights have they're sleeved. Keeps the line from fraying. which is a big deal. Start using the cheaper tungsten, ends up cutting into your line and fraying. End up getting break-offs if you don't keep an eye on it. So, I don't know. This whopper fluffer didn't seem to be doing much today. And all my poles, everything's got suffix 832 on it. I run a range of 20 pound all the way up to 65, depending on what I'm doing. I don't know. Guess the whopper floppers have failed today. I figured I'd pick up at least one with the flopper. Couple more casts at this, and then I'll go back to the trap. And still nothing on the trap, then I'll head up another spot. Seems like the school has moved off to the right from where I'm at. Oh, there's one. Whopper flopper always does good. Look at this guy. He's got a mouth open. Oh, got that other hook out. There we go. It's a nice little fish. Looks like the one I just caught. And you can see their lips are full of dirt. These guys are hungry. Let's see, what do we got here? Not sure. I think that's a male, actually. No, that's a female. She must just got done spawning. Sounds like the majority of the ones I'm getting out of here just got done spawning. Whopper flopper's always good for one. I'll take the one. It's been so dead lately. I'll take anything at this point. All the people I follow on Instagram, which once I get set up again, I'm gonna have a link and everything all set up, but it seems like everybody's catching bass except for me lately. So today's a good day for me. See if we can't get one more on this plopper. Yeah, that school seems to have either settled down or moved, which could be a good thing. If they moved, they could have split up. If they split up, they could have come this way. Let's try getting this over here. Because if you're watching them, what I'm doing is fan casting. Fan cast as much as opening as you can. One problem with this spot is, if you can see, I've got a very little area to bring them in. And what happens a lot of the time is, depending on whether you're fishing, the fish are coverage fish, or if they're in open water, which luckily for the most part these are open water, where they're hitting it, they immediately go for cover, which brings them right into the weeds and the trees and all the stuff you're not going to be able to get out. And I've had on a few occasions in this exact spot where they've gone right into the weeds and ended up losing the lure and the fish. Breaking off 30 pound. But that's why sometimes you gotta hog them in. I don't generally hog them in this spot here. Just try to keep an eye on the line. You can see a couple of them out there. I don't know if you can see them on film. They're blowing up, but I can't reach them. Alright, last cast with this whopper plopper, which usually means there'll be about 8 to 10 more. Guys, once this gets uploaded, I mean, I don't have the means like a lot of the guys do. The real test, which once again, I'll put a link to him as far as when we figure all this out. Alright, AR casting, he's been good. Chit-chatted back and forth with him. He's got some good product. All these guys are all doing this for a while, so they have a lot of videos up, a lot of good information also. But if there's something you guys want to see that I can do, let me know and I'll do it. Like I said, what I have, I'm gonna start doing reviews on. Just a matter of finding time and finding a quiet place to do it. I think the quiet place is more of a problem right now. But see, I said one more cast, and I'm on my third cast. So, yeah, I'm gonna switch off, go back to my trap, get a couple casts with that, and then move on. Alright, let's see if we can pick a few up with that. Yeah, the drag system on this Fuego's, it's alright, it's a dry system. It's not a wet drag, which I'm sure you can very simply take it apart, put some grease in it. The biggest thing with this that I've noticed that I don't like, if you can deal with the size of it and all that, which obviously it's not like the Shimano's where they're more of a compact design, but the adjustment for the drag is not very refined. So you get, you know, one click may be too much, and then one click the other way may not be enough, so you don't get that better, more ability to adjust. Alright, let's give this a shot. That's the other thing with this Bass Pro Shop rod. And a lot of people aren't happy with, and it's kind of like a give and take with everything with all this, but the hook keeper's down here on the bottom, which I kind of like, but you know, when you get into these rattle traps with these hooks, when you go to grab your rod, you tend to grab right there, and that back hook will definitely get you every time. So again, it's a given, you know, whatever works for you. I mean, right now I don't mind it, but I'm sure after I stab myself a few times, I'll grow to hate it. But oh, there's one. As soon as I hit the water. That was way out there. Really not a fan of this chest mount. I gotta find another way to mount this camera, because I know all you guys can see right now is my hand. Oh, he's swimming at me. There you go. Oh, little guy. Oh, and he's off. I tell you, these little ones hit hard. These little ones slam the hell out of this thing. Almost feel like a big one when they slam it. See if I can't get another one. Yeah, so as far as the GoPro goes, I gotta find another way to mount this. I like the chest mount because it's so secure, but I have a shoulder mount, but I don't know. I mean, I like the whole concept of it, but it's just, it doesn't seem too secure. The camera moves a lot. And of course, I mean, I did get a cheap, but I might look into getting a more expensive one. Might be a little more secure than the one I have. I don't know. But, and the hat mount or the head strap, yeah. I don't know how I feel about having something clamped down on my head for some number of hours. And if I put it on the bill of the hat, my hat's going to want to fall off all day long. Which is probably the best place for I know Fluke Master has, he's got the GoPro Session on a head strap. And it really is the best place for the footage you want. But something else I'll have to look into. Again, guys, I'm just getting started, so kind of late to the game. Just trying to get everything together. Try to help some of the newer guys out. When it comes to fishing, every day is learning. Learn new stuff. Oh yeah, I see them blowing up again over there. I just can't. If I reach them, it's gonna go right in. They're gonna swim right into the trees. So let me see if I can get over a little bit farther. And anybody who has a Metanium that says that they're real cast farther than this thing, they're not setting it up right. This Metanium is by far, and like I said, at some point I'm going to do reviews on this and the other reels that I have, but this Metanium, it just it's I don't know. Shimano definitely figure something out with this. The other thing I'm also looking into is at some point I'd like to get into a DC reel. I'd like to get into the Metanium DC, only because and there goes that one. Alright, well, I was doing good. That's the end of that, guys.